Okay, now the custom Lego market is as big as it's ever been. You got people like
Now, the
Grandpa
mascot of
Clone
GCC.
Customs or Echo Based Brick Shop coming around in the last 6 months or so, and making some great quality products, and you get what you expect with them. They're brilliant, and the market is just so big. Like if we go back 10 years, right, there was only really Clone Army Customs, and that was about it. But now you've got AV figures, you've got Clone Army Customs, you've got Echo Based Brick Shop,
Now,
Grandpa
the
Clone
mascot.
Customs, T Tinjin. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry, man. You've got all of these people, but of course, with all these great people, you also have some not great people. Now, I already made a half an hour documentary on Republic Bricks, and thank you for the support on that. Like it's my most viewed video in the last couple months. That wasn't like Serbian Dance Lady, so thank you so much. But yeah, there's obviously when there's money to be made, there'll be people trying to make a quick buck or so, and there'll just be some very not nice people, some disingenuous people, and so that's what we're going to cover today. Now, before we jump straight into who this person is, you might like if you're not part of the Lego community, you might want to know like what the custom market is. Basically, it's an umbrella term for all of the things. So down in the lower price bracket, you have like the 99p AliExpress figures. Obviously, I'm not including the knockoff ones, and some people classify all of these as knockoffs. I don't think that's fair, considering you've got WM making some like very unique figures. I mean, some of the printing is a bit dodgy, but they're 99p. What can you expect? And obviously these are like great as well for if you want to get cheap accessories. Like you get I think two blasters, and I think with the Zin brand, you get these custom blast shields which are very good. And down in this lower end price bracket, we also have American Bricks. Now, American Bricks is different to WM because, for example, like WM and the 99p ones, they're very mass produced, so that's why they're cheap. But American Bricks, he's kind of like a smaller seller. He basically his customs are very good quality, very like good printing quality, etc. And they're a decent price, and that's because they're like sort of printed onto fake like Lego. Well, call it fake, like knockoff Lego parts, but they're good. Like they're cheap, they're very high quality. They can pass off as real Lego, like real Lego customs. And also in the lower end price bracket, you also have decals. Decals are like water slide decals. You cut them out, you put them on your clone, you put like some sealant. There, decals are great for if you want to build like a cheap clone army and don't want to break the bank by spending 26 quid on a clone army custom figure. They're great. And then you move on to the higher price bracket, and then you got like ones like Clone Army Customs are like 30 quid each, same with AV figures. And then higher price bracket, you've got like Legend C Mock, Bagel Studios, very, very expensive, very, very high quality pad printed figures. Also, just quickly, and because this is important for later on, the difference between pad and UV printing is like pad printing is like, it you have to buy individual pads for individual printing parts. That's why Bagel Studios figures are so much, because obviously if they have multiple different colors, you're gonna have to buy multiple different pads and then print it on that way. But UV printing, it's what you see with Clone Army Customs, like the knockoff, well, the 99p Customs and American Bricks is Studio American Bricks' work. Is they're basically like UV printing is like kind of like mass produced in a way. Like it's just like one machine, wham bam done. I know I butchered this. I just wanted to give a brief explanation of the difference between pad and UV printing because I think it's very key for later on. Now, with American Bricks' work being quite good, it's very, I mean, quite good is an understatement. It's very good for what you're getting. You'd obviously see someone try and like pinch his work or like resell it on a higher price because like American Bricks, he's only runs an Etsy store. You know, he's quite small in the custom Lego community, and like obviously with most of the custom Lego community being snobby. Oh, this is a knockoff. I only like the finest £100 minifigure. You know, stuff like that. He's like sort of kept to himself a bit. He's quite small, and this is where Galactic Empire Customs come in. Now, Galactic Empire Customs is someone who I haven't liked since the start because of how disingenuous he is. For example, if we go onto his website right now, he's selling the not pad print, the UV printed shields which you get from the 99p minifigure, you know, from AliExpress or actually I think they're cheaper than that because if you go onto like a certain website, they're like 80p, something insanely cheap like that, and like postage is only like £2 anyway. So like he's selling these blast shields, right? You know, I don't have a problem with them, but there's like him selling them, but there's a slight problem I have with it, and that is the price. £4 for something that comes with an 80p minifigure. Like, let's use Tinjin as an example. I'm sorry, Matt, I keep butchering your name, but he sells do-it-yourself decal kits of these blast shields, and let's compare. So for the same, actually no, Tinjin's is quite cheaper, as Galactic Empire's ones are £4, right? Very expensive, and Tinjin's are €4, which is about £3.50 roughly. And his do-it-yourself kit, you can choose from any one of these shields. You get a decal, I think it's 3D printed, you know, or resin printed. I can't tell the difference. And you know, you get a do-it-yourself kit of a unique shield compared to one that you can get in an 80p figure. Like, this is why I haven't really liked the guy from the start, because his motto is delivering cheap customs, right? But a lot of the stuff is quite ratty, it's quite inflated. Like he was selling a fake droid which you get for I think I got about 8 of these guys for about £6, and he's selling one of them for about £7, which is very, very disingenuous. And it's just like he's not offering anything, he's not bringing anything to the table. Like, I can excuse reselling, like, to a point, like, because I spoke to him and I was like, can you explain his prices, please? And he responded with saying, I'm opening the door for American customers, and that's fair enough. But you're charging about 10 times more than what they're actually worth, or like you paid for them, which is just incredibly inflated. Recently, he put on his Instagram and YouTube saying, basically saying how he was selling American Bricks' Jango Fett, and I have no problem with this. American Bricks' Jango Fett is amazing, and you know, if he's giving credit, that's fine. But I went on his website. In the community post, he said nothing about credit. So I was like, okay, let's go on his website. You know, in the description, and be like, this was made by American Bricks. He didn't give credit, and he's claiming it was his, because if you see the creator, right, it says Lego Empire, but if you go onto this Darth Malgus, for example, which is from Jonak Toys, it says Jonak Toys made it. So why not give him credit? And on the comment section of this community post, because someone said, is this WM or Zin? Because obviously he resells fake figures. Well, we call them fakes. They're obviously like the 99p customs, but that's kind of what they're called. They're called like fakes. And so they were like, is this WM or Zin? You know, two leading like fake custom brands. And he said, neither. This is an exclusive product, right? And he's basically claiming this is an exclusive, you can only get it here, and he made it. And so I called him out on this. I was like, at Lego Empire, this is American Bricks' work. And he said, I'm partnered with him. Now, this is where stuff gets spicy. Basically, I contacted American Bricks because we both follow each other on Insta. And this is what he said. So let's scroll up, and I was like, "Hi mate, I've just seen that Lego Empire is selling your Jango Fett and not giving credit to you and passing it off as his own." And then I sent screenshots, and this is where stuff kind of turns. Basically, on one of his images, he's got like this graphic of Jango Fett flying, and that's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. But notice anything wrong with the rangefinder? And that's because the image is flipped. The image is flipped from American Bricks' Instagram post talking about the Jango Fett. Here you can see the two. And American Bricks responded with, "Kind of funny that he mirrored my pic so the rangefinder is on the wrong side. Thanks for the heads up. He bought a bunch from me at a wholesale price. I never really set terms for getting credit, so I guess it's my mistake. He doesn't make any of his own customs." And then I sent him a screenshot. I woke up. I was like, saw what he said. And it's like, apparently he's partnered with you. And he also responded with, "What a clown. I'm going to make a YouTube account to reply to it." I said, "He seemed like a rat IMO." And then American responded with, "Yeah, it's looking like that." I messaged him and I was like, "What did he say?" And it's like, "He only got 50 Jangos. I probably won't sell him anything else." No reply yet. He's going to run out of his exclusive product soon. Good. And I clapped back with, or not clapped back, but responded with, "Good. I asked him if he would give you credit and he said no. Lol." Anyway, no one buys from him. Kind of like, because like no one really buys from him anyway. He's kind of like cringe like that way. I said, "I saw one person who follows me repost his Django post, which is a mirror edit of my first Django pic. I'm like, why? Maybe they're friends." He didn't even bother taking his own photos. American Bricks responded with, "Oh well, I will continue to release exclusive figs and he'll run out of Django and just have to have other people's products to resell." Sorry. He resells my Endor stuff too by swapping the heads. I appreciate your support and bringing this to my attention though. It's like, I don't mind people reselling. He's just lying and promoting it like it's his. And then yeah, so obviously this just says a lot about not American Bricks. Sorry, like everyone has bricks and like customs in their name. It gets confusing in the Lego community. Like there's 100 of like Republic bricks, 100 Republic studs or whatever, and it gets like very, very confusing. Galactic Empire Clone Customs, this says a lot about his character, because I spoke to him about this, because I was like, nowhere did he say that it was like American Bricks' work. And I asked him, I was like, on the website it says you made it, and it's like, if you were talking about the fact it says Lego Empire, it's because all products are like that on my store, unless I change it, or unless I imported it from another store, which is kind of confusing. And I was like, I attempted to remove it and it doesn't go away, then I can't do much about it. So basically, lying. He's just lying. Like, of course you can remove it. Of course you can say this is American Bricks' work in the description. And like, I also spoke to American Bricks, and American Bricks has no knowledge of their partnership. And a partnership would be if, like, Galactic Empire Customs, he sells American Bricks' Django Fett. He says this is American Bricks'. And American Bricks sells some of his products. Obviously, American Bricks, like, already sells his products because Galactic Empire Customs ones are fake. So they're basically selling the same thing, which I find hilarious. And it was like, I don't know why you're so worked up over this, but he sells me his figures in bulk and I resell them. Maybe he doesn't see it as a partnership, but when it's happened more than once, I do. But that doesn't mean you're partnered, that means you're a reseller. And I have no problem with reselling, right? Because Clone Army Customs is a big, like, custom seller, but they're in the US, so it costs like 20 quid postage to get it to UK. But you've got Blue Harvest Bricks, who resells his products, slaps like a 25% upcharge on it, because obviously he buys it in bulk, and like, I don't care about that because I'm getting the product without having to pay like 20 quid in postage. Obviously, it works out cheaper if you're doing a massive bulk order, but for small little things, it's definitely cheaper. And so, like, but one thing with reselling, if you're reselling someone's product, you claim, like, you give them credit. You're not a partner, you're a reseller. There's a difference. It would be like if I bought Apple AirPods, right, 2 pairs, I sold them 200 quid to Davey down the pub or whatever, and then that would be like me going around claiming I'm partnered with Apple. No, I just bought their product, resold it, made a little bit of profit and whatever. Ooh, this video got heated fast, but I just kind of wanted it to expose this guy. Okay, since I don't want to like be a twat, I'll give you the rundown of stuff I do like about his store. For example, like that might be stolen. That like these might be stolen as well, or like discredited. But these two, I've never seen them before, so I believe these are his own works, and they do look pretty cool. So I will give him his credit. I think, yeah, these are like 3D printed. They do kind of look like, I've never seen them on the market before, so they probably are his works. And to be fair, right, to give this guy some credit, because mainly I don't want to get sued into shit, but his like his prices on like these aren't that bad, and like he's the only reseller I've seen to sell these ones, so he isn't like overly bad. I just think, honest to God, I think he's just like, obviously, if he would like, this is just critical like feedback at the moment, right? Mainly because I read that like policy on red letter policy, and like I don't want to get sued, so like, this is just some honest criticism. Like his prices aren't half bad. It's just like, and like I wouldn't mind him selling like these if he like tone down the prices on them because they're a bit ridiculous, right? £4 for something you get on like a 50p thing. But like if he stops selling the fake shit, but because like that's fake, that's fake, that's fake, that's American Bricks, that's American Bricks, you know. And he credited American Bricks. I wouldn't have a problem with this guy. It's just like his fake selling and stuff is a bit scummy. It puts a sour taste in my mind because like for the longest time I thought the like accessories, like those two were fake, because obviously, I mean, you can't really blame me because obviously, like it's like when your friend lies to you once, it's like once they lie to you once, you don't know if they're gonna lie to you again, you know. But some of the stuff in his store, to give him credit, because I I don't hate this guy, I just think his business practices are a bit scummy. It's like his customs and like his like thing, his motto isn't too bad, but it's just like stuff like that puts a sour taste in my mind. So Galactic Empire Customs, right? I know I was a bit harsh at the first part of the video, but if you want actual feedback, get rid of like this stuff and the fakes and credit American Bricks, and then I will not have a problem with you. The main problem I have is just like, the reason I made this video is because of refusing to credit American Bricks. Like I've asked him to credit him, right? And it's still not there. It's still like that. So honest man, like this is coming from heart. I don't hate you, I don't want to see you fall. But if you could just like maybe tone down the fake selling a bit, tone down your prices of the fake Lego and credit American Bricks, I do not have a problem with you. Alright? So yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry I can't like do the proper ending to the video, the thing that I planned on doing, mainly because of this part of his TOS. I was reading it to get some images, and basically saying like if he loses, because like that might result in him losing money, and I don't want to get sued this shit. So yeah, sorry guys, but if you do enjoy this video, you know, please hit the like button, subscribe, check out Galactic Brick Store or American Bricks on Etsy. He's quite cool. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.